Can't believe you're 50, Tiff. Damn.
You know what?
That is crazy.
Alive.
We we are live. We're
We're
live,
live.
Kev.
50 live. 50 reasons to be alive.
You have to warn
50
Kev that we're live.
Oh, we're live. Hey, what's up, everybody? We're live. Yeah, you got to warn me because my mouth is out of
Yeah.
control.
All right,
What's
everyone.
up?
I hope everyone is doing well. Thank you for joining us again. For this show was a last minute kind of thing. I was planning on taking this Sunday off because I wanted to, do stuff for the show behind the scenes, but I don't know. I just feel like I have to do a show every Sunday. And I miss Tiffany and I miss Kevin when I don't see them on Sundays.
No, man, I know. I was thinking the same thing, Carl. I was like, well, maybe just take the Sunday off. I'm going to relax, chill with the family. And then I saw your text come in. I called you. I said, man, let's do this show, man. Let's get it in, man. We don't have to be on here for 2 hours, but let's get in here
We
So,
and
do a good hour and relax and
yeah.
stuff. So.
Yeah, so we will be trying to keep the show to an hour. Actually, we have to keep the show to an hour, so we're gonna try to stick to it, stick to the time limit on the show. But Tiffany, how's your mom?
Mom is doing well. Everybody is doing well. Just we trying to recover from it's Sagittarius season, so we just still enjoying life. How's your family? How's your mom? How's your
Everyone's
family?
doing well. My mom is doing well, and Kevin, how's your dad?
my dad's good. Mom, still a little under the weather, but she's hanging in there. She's getting
Hey,
better.
Mama Lee.
Mom has some high blood pressure problems, but she's getting the medical attention, as they say. So, but I believe high blood pressure all begins with diet. So I think people should take the diet a little bit more serious, and.
Yes. I,
I,
I go through high blood pressure too, so
I
I have to be careful.
I was just about to say that. Don't let the doctors fill her up with medication because I'm sure you guys saw this on my Facebook. I posted that I found out just 2 weeks ago that doctors get paid to write prescriptions.
Oh
And
wow, you just find that out, brother? Oh my God,
The
oh
we
no,
whole
need, we
thing,
need to
the
do a show
medical
on this.
system is a hustle.
We need to do a show on this, but doing a show on this can get us in trouble because whenever
Dealing with medical, yeah.
dealing with medical and exposing things get you not found.
Yeah,
And-
because they don't want us to tell the secrets. But yes, he's 100% right. It's a lot of it's a hustle. The medical industry is a hustle. And the more people are sick, the more money they make from off of the pharmaceutical businesses. So people stay healthy.
uh,
yeah, stay away from that pork, man. I love ham. It's like my favorite. Ham and bacon is like the best tasting foods on the planet next to crabs, right? But you just can't eat that shit every day, man.
No, you can't eat it every day. You
My
have to
sister made a
be
ham, and I'm
moderation.
struggling that I haven't had a piece of it, and I'm not going to have a piece of it. I don't. I'm fighting everything in my bone not to eat this ham. And every time I look in the refrigerator over the last couple of days, I go, "And the ham is there. It looks so good, man. I know it's good. I know it tastes good. It looks good, but I can't do it. I just can't do it.
but
So
why
I
is
already know. I already know it's bad for my blood pressure and my system and stuff. It's gonna, I'm gonna have headaches and also. No, I'm staying away from the ham, man.
but it's not just bad for you, Kevin. It's bad for everybody. So why is the
Yeah,
ham refrigerator? Period.
that that is true because that's the way we're creatures of habit, man. Thanksgiving is you have your ham, and that's just the way we're born and raised, right? We're in America,
Right.
Carl. We're raised with Thanksgiving, and we have the turkey, the ham, and all the stuff that goes with it.
Yeah.
And it's amazing food. It's called soul food. They made a movie, Soul Food, right? But we didn't know that this stuff was bad for us, which is the way we were raised, right? Even our collard greens, we used to put neck bones in it to season it, right? So
Mhm. Not
uh,
no more. I use turkey. The
I use
turkey
turkey now
smoked.
too. I use turkey now. Yeah, I stopped using the neck bones. I use turkey now to season my collard greens, and I have some collard greens a day. They're the bomb. Um, but yeah, we just didn't know these things, Carl. This is just so we're raised that way. It's just tradition to be raised this way to eat all this stuff.
Mhm.
Then you get older. Now we live in a information of wealth now, where we have the internet and YouTube and all these holistic doctors coming on TikTok and YouTube telling us all this stuff. Like I didn't know this, and we found this out. Patricia and I really heavy into listen to a couple of holistic doctors on YouTube. Of course, Yaki, and then you got Dr. Bobby Those guys are amazing. But he tells us about the real quick. Let me make this quick. The ham. We saw see the pineapples on the ham with the cloves in it, and we always thought
Yes.
that was for decoration. But
Mhm.
it's not really for decoration. Our ancestors were very smart. They used to put the cloves into the ham to draw out uh, um, to draw out
Salt.
the parasites.
Get out of here.
Yes, there's parasites in the pork,
Right,
and
right. Because if you don't cook it properly, yeah.
but
Mm-hmm.
that's the problem, Tip. When you cook it, you can kill the parasites but you can't kill the eggs. So even if you fry your ham or cook it real good, you might kill the parasites that I hate to say it has been hatched, but you haven't killed the eggs of this. So the eggs are still getting inside your system. So now you have parasites in you. That's why they put the cloves on there. That's why Dr. Bobby was saying, uh, drink clove tea or just eat a clove. Just take a clove and just chew it. It kills those parasites in your body. There's a bunch of foods that kill parasites, but cloves are one of them. And that's why the pineapples were there also to get the clove. Parasites are addicted to sugar, so they just put the pineapples on there or in the maple syrup and stuff on your ham, and then the cloves. It was all designed by our ancestors hundreds of years ago to kill the parasites in the pork, not for decoration like we thought it was when we see our
I
mothers and
thought it was
grandmothers.
always for decoration and to give it a taste. But I don't. I make it like my niece asked me to make it, but I don't eat it. I don't eat the ham. And this year, I didn't even buy ham this year because I was like, we need to stop. We really just need to stop. Like Carl said, if we got it in the refrigerator, it's there. We might eat it or whatever the case may
Yeah,
be. But again, you have to eat these foods that we don't supposed to eat. Eat them in moderation. You can't eat them. Maybe eat them once a year during the holiday, but don't go
right.
crazy.
Don't go
We
crazy.
have to slow down on the red meat. I try to use the turkey ground, the turkey ground,
Brown turkey.
just to slow down because as we get older, our bodies is not like it used to be when it's young. And it do get sick, So yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. So that's the whole thing. So yeah, um, traditions like Black Friday, what we're going to talk about on this show today. These traditions, we got to break from these traditions, and stop letting them dominate our lives because these traditions,
Yes.
we were born and raised. Black people are amazing people. Like we were given these slops by slave owners. We were given the worst food. We are given the
And we made
worst part of the
nothing out
pig.
of
We were
something.
given the guts of the pigs, because they threw it out to us, to our ancestors, and we made chitlins,
That's
right?
right.
And we made hog mogs, and we grew up eating that stuff because it's part of our tradition, you know. But we made it taste good. When I was a kid, my mom made the best chitlins and hog mogs. I can't eat that stuff anymore, but I ate it as a kid and a teenager, and not knowing even knowing what it was. At some time, at one point, I learned out what it was, and we still ate it because it was just good and part of what my mom made. But as I got older, I was like, man, I'm not eating that anymore, But yeah, because you know what it is when you get older,
Because you start catching them headaches,
But that's what they
and you
gave
be
us,
like,
though. That's what they gave the slaves to eat, and the slaves were, they're like, oh, we gotta make this taste good, so we're gonna
yeah.
hook this up, and they
Yeah,
did. They
we
hooked
had
it
our
up.
own gardens. That's what I learned we was just talking earlier about the plantations. And that's what they said. They gave us stuff that they wouldn't eat would be made nothing out of something. They grew their fruits and vegetables on the side of their houses for fresh vegetables because they didn't want to give us any of these things. So yes.
All right. So, all right. So, the topics we're going to talk about today, um, are, well, did black people hold to the, we said we were going to boycott Black Friday. Apparently, it didn't go as well as we wanted it to. There were still lots of black people out there shopping, um, getting their Black Friday shopping in. So, some people were not happy about that. So, we're going to talk about that. Also, Tiffany brought this to my attention. I guess there was a African braiding shop in Alabama, if I remember correctly,
It's
and
either Alabama or Texas, one of them.
it was it was in Texas. It was Alabama, if I remember correctly. But anyway, it seems like this lady called up an African braiding shop and they charged her $200. When she got there, got her hair done, they said no, it's $250, and she said no, I'm not paying that. So the African women held on, literally grabbed her by the hair and held her hostage. It's pretty intense. So we have videos for that.
Wow.
Yeah.
And also, as we keep it blackity black, we have anything black related. Kevin, you guys and Tiffany, you guys remember the Love Boat?
Yes.
Yes.
Would you ever think that it was racism going on the Love Boat?
Was it really? How did you figure that?
I believe it. That was during that time and era. We just didn't see it.
Yeah, I mean, the guy.
Really? The Love Boat? Come on, man. It's the Love Boat, man.
Guys,
Isaac, the bartender.
Isaac. Well, I'll show you. Isaac has a video, man, where it was kind of behind the scenes with the writers and all that stuff, but still, the Love Boat. Everyone loved Isaac, but he said, man, it wasn't that easy as he made it look. He was struggling.
Wow. I want to see that. That's crazy.
Look at that era. Look at the time and era that the Love Boat, Fantasy Island, and all of them. That it was predominantly white people. So if you did get a black person, it was only one black person that was the person. So he did probably have a whole lot of pressure on him. But a lot of people watched because we had a black bartender up there. Wasn't he a bartender, right?
Yeah. I think he's a bartender, yeah.
Having an easy time on that show. Well, he said a lot of the cast, a couple of the cast, the captain and the doctor stuck up for him, but the writers, man, they were giving him hell on that show.
Oh, you listen, look at Good Times and all of them. It was white writers up there. And that's why James Evans, that played the father, the character that played the father, he wasn't feeling them. He was about to bust their ass a couple of times. They had to get him off the show.
Yeah.
So yeah, the writers, they think that they can write for us, but they can't because you don't know us and you don't know our experience. So I believe it. I'm not surprised at it. And he did it, but he opened up doors for a lot of people too, just by him just being there.
Yeah. Well, you know how we do. We got to stick it out. We have to stick it out. Kevin and I talk about racism in comedy. You would think it's just about being funny. It's about just being funny.
I know, but you want to hear something? Probably a lot of people that don't know the behind the scenes, but me watching Def Comedy Jam, seeing Martin and all of them, they were all in a class by themselves. And then you saw how it was a difference between the white comedians and the black comedians. And they always had one signature black person that was in a white establishment, like y'all was the black guys, the one black guys that was in this in the layout. So I get it. I believe all of that. Y'all just had to work through it and make y'all money, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Gonna kick it off. It's also I have a video and I really want Kevin and Tiffany's take on it because
here you go. You're gonna piss us off.
It involves the N-word. And the comments on the video were all over the place. Some black people were saying it's hilarious. Some black people were saying there's nothing funny about that. Some white people were like, well, you guys need to get over it. It's funny the way they did it. It made it funny. But it involved the N-word and a white guy. And so I'll set the stage. So there's 3 people on stage. It's a skit. And there's 2 black guys, a white guy, and the N-word is all over the place. So you guys can tell me your thoughts on that. Are we going to kick it off? Did you boycott Black Friday? If you were black, did you boycott? Did we show our power this Friday?
I didn't show.
Dear retailers who've decided you don't like diversity, equity, and inclusion, or you really love ICE and you have no problem with them busting into your establishments to drag people away. Here's the thing. We ain't buying it. I mean, for real, we ain't buying it. We ain't buying that. We ain't buying that. And we definitely ain't buying that. No. I'm sorry, did I stutter? We ain't buying it. We ain't buying it. We're gonna spend our money with businesses who actually respect our dollars, respect our communities, and respect our diversity, equity, and inclusion. We are going to buy from people who respect immigrants rights, and respect freedom and liberty. We are going to buy from establishments that respect our right to vote and our right to live in a free society. And if you ain't that, we ain't buying it. You feel me? We ain't buying it. Come this Black Friday, we're going to keep our money in our pockets, and we're not going to hand it over to people who are not supporting our communities. Call it a boycott, call it a blackout, call it whatever you want. Bottom line, we ain't buying it. Put that in your earnings report. To support the We Ain't Buying It campaign, go to weain'tbuyingit.com. Because we ain't buying it. Let's show them our power. Let's show them what we can do together. Boom.
Companies will never stop playing in people's faces because people allow them to play in their faces. So you're telling me that people stood in line for 5 to 6 hours to get a bag in which some of them only contain like UNO cards in them from Target, right? And now they're coming online and saying how Target played in their face. No, you played in your own damn face. You shouldn't be shopping at Target anyway, right? What happened to the economic blackout? Well, I'm sorry, those people were never even probably participating anyway. But you want these companies to have any type of self-respect for you, to treat you well as a consumer when they truly don't. But then you want to get mad and you want to come to the internet. Don't do it. If it was not a small business or a minority-owned business, you shouldn't have been shopping today anyway. People complain about the prices of things. People complain about wages, things of that nature. If you are actually concerned about these things, you have to speak up with your wallet. When you do the same thing over and over again, you continuously overconsume. They know you weaken the needs. They know you don't want change for real. You're just talking. So of course they're going to continue to exploit you and play in your face. People will complain about these businesses, yet when they do anything that is gimmicky, they forget it. Weaken the knees. I'm telling you. The most power you have is in your pocket. I guarantee you, majority of these people that are participating in these Black Friday deals, they do not need the things. This is just over consumerism. It's bullshit that they are buying, quite frankly.
I'm done with marching. We're not marching anymore. The only thing that moves this society is racism and greed. Do not give your hard-earned money back to the people that want you in chains. Black people, we need to boycott. We need to disengage from Black Friday. Hear me again. We need to boycott Black Friday. Unless we are spending our money with Black-owned businesses, we need to boycott Black Friday and focus on definitely never shopping again at Walmart, Chick-fil-A, American Airlines, because they were some of the top donors of the Orange Man's campaign. Actions speak louder than words. You can create action in your everyday life, and I'm here to tell you how. Also, I've heard a lot of people from my last video talk to me about how we built up our society before only to have it burned down and torn apart by racist white people. Black Wall Street was thrown out there. Yes, we built societies in the past, beautiful communities. But what we did not do is protect those societies we built. We did not maintain the protection of what we built, and that is what needs to change. We're not going to talk about how we're going to accurately protect what we build online. We need to get out of the whole realm of telling our whole plan on the internet. We need to go back to the days where we grouped up and spoke in real life, in person.
First off, I gotta give a shout out to all the stores that were empty on Black Friday. It was a fucking lot of them. So kudos to the whole fucking world because we stood on fucking business. Shit looked like a ghost town out there. All the videos I saw on TikTok, it was just quiet, peaceful, just beautiful. And the fact that I've been praying for that. So imagine my motherfucking surprise when I kept on scrolling and seen some of y'all standing in line at motherfucking Target. Huh? What going on here? Baby, y'all was lined up out there like it was a Beyonce concert and free college tuition at the same motherfucking time. I thought we said boycott. Huh? I thought we said they get no money, none of our presents, no nothing from us. Some of y'all heard free swag bag and thought to yourself, well, my morals can wait. Stupid. Weak, if you ask me. And y'all had the nerve to go crazy and sit in line in the cold for hours for a dusty-ass bag with dusty-ass lotion samples, by the way. Coupons that expired yesterday. And not to mention the bag looked like it came out of a fucking Dollar Tree dumpster.
The mother of Black Hollywood, Jennifer Lewis, calls for a financial boycott this Black Friday. You know what time it is, First Airs? Roll the clip.
Hey, is everybody on track? Cause this Friday ain't black. Cause we ain't buying shit. We ain't buying shit.
I 100% agree. Today is Blackout Black Friday, which basically means we're not spending any money. Not a dime, not a dollar, not even Apple Pay or Venmo. This world runs on money and sex. And when people in power have access to both of these things, you're never really going to see any real change. And you know, some deals might be good. You might be watching this video thinking, but Keenan, it's 75% off of air fryers. And it happens every year because there's always going to be something that we need, maybe to grow our business, maybe to help our family, maybe just something to keep our minds off the everyday hustle and bustle that we go through. Shoot, there's things that I need that I'm tempted to look at just to see how much they cost. But I think it's time to take a stand. I mean, Blackout Friday is different because it's a boycott. It's a quiet protest with loud pockets. We don't have to be out on the streets. We don't have to be outside of Target or Best Buy. All we got to do is just show them that black.
I want to stop that because, you know, we're talking about boycotting, you know, on Black Friday. And I always wonder, when black people come up with stuff like this, do we forget? Because I think if we had more visions like this in our head, we would hold to these boycotts. But like, I'm going to show this video of Emmett Till. Do we forget stuff like this? No, I mean, now here's this black at a hotel being harassed. She obviously has a room at the hotel, and this guy just doesn't think she should be in this hotel.
That was racist as hell. It was 5 or 6 other white people that were sitting at that table. You didn't ask not now one of them. What's your name?
My name is Raji.
Okay, so what you told me I don't have a room here? Oh, you did not.
Yes,
no,
I asked you,
bullshit. Bullshit.
Ma'am, are you staying here? I asked you.
No, bullshit. Say something so we don't talk over each other.
Yeah,
You approached me in that breakfast area. You said, before you said anything to me, do you have a room here? I said, sir, good morning to you. Did I say good morning to you? Yeah. I said, that's not how you fucking approach people. I said, I do stay here. You said, no, you do not. I said, yes, I do. I said, how do you know how do you know I don't stay here? You said, because I don't have a key. I said, I don't have a key. You said, I'm sure you don't have a key. You came from the front door. I said, check that motherfucking camera and see where the fuck I came from before I came through that front door. And it doesn't matter not have a room. No, because you're full of shit. And that's why I went and got my phone. Because when I told you to check them cameras and see where the fuck I came from, you would have seen I came out of a room. Because I came through that front door, that's an accessible door for people that have paid here, correct? So did you check your cameras?
I haven't checked it yet.
Okay, do you know if I have a room here or not?
I don't. That's why I asked you for a room number.
So did you ask anybody else that sat at that fucking breakfast area and asked them if they had a room or not? It doesn't matter. That's an accessible door for people that have paid. Just because I didn't come down this hallway does not mean that I did not pay. Call the police, and that's why I'm recording you. That it was racist as hell. It was 5 or 6 other white people that were sitting at that table. You didn't ask not now one of them. It's always a racist. Because you addressed me and not them.
Yes, there's been here since 8 o'clock, man.
So because you didn't see me come in, I came in the middle of the night because we have been driving. So you can't tell me. What you should have did was your due diligence and check that camera and see where the fuck I came from before you approached me in that breakfast area. The building and came through the front so I could get breakfast for me and my child.
Yes, ma'am. I apologize.
Change your approach on how you approach people, especially early in the motherfucking morning and on a holiday at that. You approach people and you say good morning. You say happy holidays. And if you don't celebrate it, I respect it. But you're going to approach people the way that you approach any other human being. Did you or did you not tell me that I don't have a key and you knew for sure I did not have a key? Was that appropriate of you? Was that appropriate of you? Because here's my motherfucking key right here. So was that appropriate of you to say that?
No, ma'am.
Happy Thanksgiving and have a good fucking day.
What I'm saying is when we as black people go out in the world, when we say, hey, let's boycott, do we forget stuff like this? Because I go out every day and I remember shit like this. I remember stuff like this every day. There's not a day I don't leave my house and I don't remember stuff like this, but the people who went out and shopped at Target, the people who still go to Walmart, I mean, you try really hard, but sometimes you can't help. But I don't know. We have selective, because Jews don't forget. Right, Jews have
they're raised and taught not
never forget. Yeah, never forget. But I'm gonna play this song and our theme song. We're gonna come back. I
can't wait to respond.
We forget. With
the knowledge you gain, break away from the chains. We helping you grow the Black Therapy Show. You in a safe space dealing with the black trauma. We unpacking and inspecting all our baggage and drama. Cause we gotta unite, no more killing each other. It's time to see a new future for my sisters and brothers. With Kevin, Tiffany, you'll have an epiphany. We'll give you everything you need to handle the enemy. We're giving you empathy, we gon' challenge you mentally. The right conversation so you grow exponentially. We built your penitentiaries, we built all your schools. Gave us brainwash education, just making us fools. Hatred was what we got in exchange for love. No more manipulation from my God above. No, it's called Kevin and Tiffany. Now welcome to the Black Therapy Show. Let's go.
All right, so we are back. Kev. So my question is, do we forget too easily? Because I have Jewish friends and they have a saying where they go, never forget. Never forget. That's why whenever anyone says anything against the Jewish, what is the smallest, they pounce right on it, right? They pounce on it, they stamp it out. You cannot say anything about Jewish people. Michael Jackson had a line in his song with Kick Me, Kike Me, and they made the biggest star in the world take Kike Me out of his song.
Yep. But
we as black people, we can't get together and say, hey, these people don't like us, we're not giving them our money.
It's convenience, man. It's not that we forgot, Carl, as I pointed out on the show before, going back to the 60s, Dr. King and his people that followed him, Rosa Parks and that whole crew, organized a national boycott that worked. They didn't have internet. They didn't have cell phones. They didn't have YouTube.
None of that.
They had nothing.
No social media.
No social media. And they were able, a small group of people, there wasn't even that many of them, were able to accomplish was able to take down Jim Crow. That small group of people, Dr. King and them took down, and John Lewis and all the people took down Jim Crow in the 60s. So what's our excuse? We should have no excuse.
No, you're right. We shouldn't have no excuse, but you got to remember it was a different era, a
No,
different feel. People
yeah,
are
it was
so
different.
comfortable. People are so comfortable in their dysfunction. You understand? They're good with it. You know, where we're looking at them like, what is wrong with y'all? Did y'all just see they stopped y'all food stamps? They was not gonna give y'all asses no food stamps, but y'all still gonna go over there and spend your hard-earned money in there in this places that they really don't want us there any daggone way. You understand? They just looking at our money. They just want our money. But people is not gonna believe it until it affects them more, you know. So if it's not affecting them, they don't care. But I didn't spend no money on that day. I didn't press click into spend my money. Oh no, you won't be getting my money on none of them Fridays.
Yeah, I mean, I Black Unity, man, it should be easy, but I don't know what. I know it's a different era. It's like they gave some of us a lot, which makes the rest of us feel like, yeah, if that Black person can get it, so can I. So the people that are lower down on the totem pole, they don't want to rock the boat. The Black people don't want to rock the boat because they are like, well, someday maybe I can get what Oprah has, or maybe I can get what this celebrity has, or this, you know what I mean, this Black person who's successful have. So I don't know if that's the reason why we don't want to unite, or we're hoping that someday. I think we're hoping that someday that, you know, people would say, hey, you know, you Black people, you're okay, and let us in, you know, open the door so we can come in. I don't know what we're hoping for, but man, we should take a page out of the Jewish book. You know, we should definitely take a page out, because those people, they lock arms like nobody else.
Yeah, they support one another. It's not only them. Look, I mean, come on. I know people that's from the islands, Africa. They support each other. You understand what I'm saying? And they really don't support outside people. They support each other. Just like I was watching something with about some Somalians. They support each other. You understand? They could be mad at each other, but they're going to support each other. And something a Jewish person told me, I said, how do y'all do your businesses that we don't do? They expressed to me, if their loaf of bread is $1.50, if you go to another Jewish store, their bread is $1.50. You go to another Jewish bread is $1.50. They do not up all their prices in different places. Where us, we have to up our prices. Why? Because they charges us more taxes. They charge us more money to have certain things. So it's like the system is like it's against us periodly when we're trying to build with each other. But it has to start somewhere, and where it should start is to stop shopping at these big businesses that do not care nothing about us, and they only see dollar signs.
And McGrawford on YouTube says, yes, they don't want to rock the boat. Yeah, I get we don't want to rock the boat, but we can rock the boat and still be okay, right? Because we talk all the time about, remember about Damon John, the guy from
For us, by us.
Yes, he's on Shark Tank.
But he sold himself. He sold his company.
Yeah, but I mean, he's worth $400 million, and he liked a tweet from Louis Farrakhan, and the Jewish people made him take that tweet down and apologize. He's worth $400 million.
And you know why? It's because he's in business with them.
You know, but I'm saying though, you can't, and Kevin has said it, you cannot take that $400 million and make something of yourself.
No, they like the white water better. They like the white water to help them. You understand what I'm saying? And it's real sad because, again, we talked about this last week. We need facilities. We need urgent cares. We need community centers. You know, we need all this. And we got people that got the money to make this happen, but they do not want to help.
But for some reason, we're afraid, right? Kevin tells a story about back in the day, it was Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor, Robert Townsend, Keena Wayans, all the Black celebrities in an office talking about white people, and they were whispering.
Yeah.
He said, "Man, what the hell are we?"
That's what Richard Pryor said. Hey, wait, why are we whispering?
Right.
Yeah, because even with that much power, I think they were at Eddie's office in Universal Studios, I believe. But yeah, even with that much power in that room, all them they were still whispering as they spoke about the Jewish man. That's who they were talking about, by the way, the Jewish man. Because that's who owned all those, you know,
Yeah.
movie studios out there. So they were whispering.
For some reason,
we can never get to the top of the hill, I guess, man.
but although people they can
Right.
take money and their fame and their wallet and go somewhere else and open the studio if they wanted to.
Yeah, because from what I understand, the people that put money up for the civil rights, the Sammy Davis Jr. and Aretha Franklin and Harry Belafonte and Eartha Kitt and a few others who put money up, so Dr. King could do what he needed to do, they weren't worried. And they didn't have
They
half.
wasn't worried,
They
but
didn't
they
have
was
half. They didn't have
anonymous.
half the money. I mean, everybody I mentioned was millionaires back in the '60s, and that was big to be a millionaire in the '60s and you're black. I mean, that's a lot of money. $1 million in the '60s is a lot of money. So whatever, Harry Belafonte and Aretha Franklin were loaded, right? And James Brown, all these people were loaded, and they put money up for Dr. King. But they weren't worried about the consequences of doing that because they knew what had to be done in order for the civil rights movement to go forward and for Jim Crow to go down. Now we're living in Jim Crow all over again with this new administration because Project 25 is in full freaking ain't the word I want to use, freaking 100%. It's happening as we speak. Project 2025 under this administration is happening every day. The man who said he knew nothing about it, by the way, it's happening.
But
So
he's a liar. We all know that he's a liar. All his cronies is a liar. They lied about everything. They knew what they wanted. They planned all of this.
yeah, and it can be stopped, but it can't be stopped. If
By
we
the
know,
people.
we have to stop it. Look,
Yes.
we know that Nike now it came out that Nike is one of the biggest contributors to Trump's nonsense.
I believe it.
So
Kanye said
look,
that. Kanye said that.
I don't mess with Nike anyway, by the way, but I don't think I ever owned a pair of Nikes in my life. I had maybe when I was in my 20s. By the way, I've never owned a pair of Jordans, by the way, either. I've never bought a pair of Jordans. I'm just not into buying expensive tennis shoes. So I've never, as long as Payless was around, I could have $1,000 in my pocket. I was going to Payless. That was just me. I'm not a shoe
Listen,
guy.
a shoe is a shoe. I feel you.
Exactly. I just never wanted to spend $300 on sneakers, but people kill for those Jordans, right? But not my thing. I'm the biggest Jordan fan in the world, but I can't spend that money on the sneakers, Jordan. So yeah. So now Nike. So I can't spend my money with Nike now. I can't go to Home Depot. I do my best to boycott places that support this administration. Home Depot, I know. Chick-fil-A, I love their shakes, but they can't get my money. They can't get my money. So I see Chick-fil-A. I'm not stopping.
But you want to hear something? We just found out not too long ago, an Asian company got up there and told the real deal about those pocketbooks, shoes, and all of that. Half that stuff is not even the price. It's like 10, 15, $20 to make. But once they come over here, it goes up to hundreds of dollars. No, we are stupid. I would rather have mine custom made any day just for me before I give them my money. I'm sorry. And you want to hear something so deep? I bought my first pair of Jordans and only pair of Jordans. And I bought them because my friend was like, you should get them. You should try. And I went and bought me some black and gold ones and they hurt my feet, okay? But anyway, I mean, do you know how many people recognize me by my Jordans?
Wow.
They actually looked down at my feet and was like, hey, girl, I like your sneakers. And you looking at them like, oh my God, any other time you didn't talk to me, but you recognize these damn sneakers? So you have a lot of people that are so superficial. They looking at name brands and all of that stuff. And I'm not even into that. If you look good, you smell good, and your shoes don't got holes in them, I respect you. But I don't know the difference between this shoe, that shoe, and all that type of shoe. No, because I'm not spending over $500 for no daggone shoe.
All right, here's a brother at Dunkin' Donuts who obviously didn't get the memo of how to deal of how to react to Jews. This brother just don't care. Don't give a F.
And I'm telling you, I don't give a fuck.
Well, you should.
I don't give a fuck.
You should.
Stop.
Say it again.
Jew.
Say it again.
You think I give a fuck?
Say it again.
You think I give a fuck?
What'd you call me?
A Jew.
Why'd you call me
Jewish,
that?
right?
And why'd you call me
Jewish,
that?
right?
But why'd you call me that?
Because you're an asshole.
But why'd you call me that?
Because you're an asshole.
Why'd you call me that?
Because you're an asshole.
So you have something against Jews?
Because you're an asshole. No, I ain't got nothing.
But why'd you say Jew then?
I got something against
But why'd you
your
say
ass.
Jews then?
I got something against
But
your
why'd you say Jew? Why'd you say Jew? But why'd you say Jew? Why'd you say Jew in that context?
Because you're an aggravating ass Jew.
You hear that?
You're an aggravating ass Jew.
This is going to corporate.
I don't give a fuck.
You're being fired. I guarantee you're being fired for this.
Sir, kiss my ass. That's
You just discriminated against me. You're getting fired. You're getting fired. You said, I don't need to know your name. I have you on camera.
I don't give a fuck.
No, I don't care.
I really
I have the
don't give a
location.
fuck.
I have you on camera. You're done. Say something about Jews
How
again.
about that?
Say something about Jews again.
How about, now you
Say
ain't gotta say
something about
nothing
Jews
about
again.
Jewish people. I'm gonna say something about my mouth.
Say it.
I can
Say what you just said about me. Say it.
All right, but apparently that guy is a Jewish guy. He goes around antagonizing people and recording it. From the comments that I saw from that video, they put his name in the comments and had a link.
So
to
the guy is doing it behind the counter?
No. The guy who recording is some guy. I clicked on his link and he's some guy. He has tons of followers. He gets lots of comments and views on his videos. So apparently he goes around and he antagonizes people, and then if they say something provocative, then he records it. So
that sounds like a female that was saying all of that.
That was who that was holding the camera?
I don't know, holding the camera or talking to the guy about the Jew thing.
It was
that
the guy
like
behind.
A female.
Yeah, the guy behind the counter was talking. It seemed like he has gay tendencies, so it seemed like he was gay.
No, I'm talking about the voice I heard sound like a female that was going in on him.
Yeah, it was the guy. You didn't realize the guy with the hat on? Here it is.
And I'm telling you, I don't give a fuck.
Well, you should.
I don't give a fuck.
You should.
Stop.
Say it again.
Jew.
Say it again.
You think I give a fuck?
Say it again.
You think I give a fuck?
What'd you call me?
A Jew.
Why'd you call me
Jewish,
that?
right?
And why'd you call me
Jewish,
that?
right?
But why'd you call me that?
Because you're an asshole.
But why'd you call me that?
Because you're an ass.
I can't hear you. Can't hear you.
Yeah. So that guy, obviously that guy don't care. You know, I mean, the guy's working a minimum wage job. You think he cares if he gets fired? You know, he can go to McDonald's or Burger King and get a job. He don't care.
Listen, I stopped going to a pizzeria because the pizza man said he was voting for Trump because Trump is going to stop minimum wage because he did not want to pay his workers more. I said, oh no, let me get out of here. That means you want your workers at a certain level. You want them to be beneath you. You don't want them to be able to take care of their family. I mean, don't you notice that everything is going up around us? But our pay is not going up. So that means we got to work extra harder. That means we got to do double time to be able to pay our bills because we got to keep up with the economy.
Yeah. All right, so okay, you guys, Tiffany and Kevin, you guys ready to buckle up? Because here it comes.
Oh, Carl. I tell Carl to buckle up.
Buckle up. Well, some people thought it was hilarious. Some people thought it was very funny. I was kind of in the middle. Because I never know how to react to the N-word. I mean, for me, of course, as you guys know, it doesn't hit me. It doesn't land the way it lands on if you were black and born in America. If you weren't born in America, the N-word doesn't land the same way it lands for black Americans. So that's why I wanted to get your guys' opinion. But this video was very much given a stamp of approval by even a lot of black people. All right, you ready, Tiff?
Is it gonna get us blocked?
They might bleep out a couple words because it does involve the N-word. All right, here we go.
Yo, what's up, Ken?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm good, dude. I'm good. Yo, you got my money?
Oh,
Oh, sorry, bro. I had to buy a new pair of rocker bottom shoes. I'll get money to you next week. Is that cool, dude?
Hell no, that ain't cool, dude. Where my money? I need my money right now.
You don't have to be talking to me like that.
Nigga. Hey, man, I don't know what's going on, but you need to have my money right now. Empty your pockets, get my money right now.
Well, I thought we were cool. Why are you tripping?
Nigga. Hey, dude, forget that. If you don't have my money right now, I'm gonna put 3 hot ones in you right now, dude. Where my money at?
Now you threatening me?
Nigga!
Please.
Man, forget that, dude. You need to...
Listen,
nigga.
You get your money next week.
Nigga.
So quit acting like a bitch ass.
Nigga. Nigga.
Thanks, man. You my...
Nigga.
Tiff?
My head is about to pop off. No. Okay, so first of all, you know what that made me think about? Did you see the Jordan and Pill scene where they have the mad interpreter for Obama? The stuff that Obama couldn't say, the mad interpreter said.
Right.
That's what made me think about it. With this white guy, he knew that he couldn't say the N-word, so he had his homeboy say the N-word. I don't think that it's funny. That's not something that I will watch or anything like that. I don't know who wrote this. Maybe it was a white person that put that in and wrote it, but I didn't care for it. But I understood it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, he had to have that black guy say it. And he paid him to say it. Like, listen, you say it, because I said I'm gonna get punched in my goddamn face. You understand what I'm saying? But no, I wouldn't have co-signed that.
Yeah. Kev, you have any thoughts on that? Or?
No.
We just there's nothing we can do, man. We allow this disrespect just to happen on so many levels, you know. So, and it goes back to our music, you know, that our rap music has allowed this to happen. That's all I gotta say. Is that our rap music open the door open the doors for this type of behavior and just blatant disrespect, because they would never sit there and go tight.
Right.
Tight.
Yes.
What do you call what's the slur for Asian?
Chink.
Chink.
Yeah.
What chink? I mean, none of those slurs will be used.
Right.
But it's so comfortable and so easy to drop the N-bomb and just normal part of our society, you know? And that's just it, you know? And it's sad, but it's just a part of our, I mean, shit, it's in the dictionary, ain't it? I mean, shit.
But
It's in Webster.
You see the two guys co-signed it. They allowed them to do it.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
they didn't say nothing about it. So those are some type of coon ass
Well,
case.
I don't think they could say anything about it. You know, obviously, I mean, they could have said, I don't want to be a part of it, but then they just would have found 2 more guys to stand there and do it, you know?
Right.
You know,
so they did it. Right.
They just would have been replaced, you know, easily. The N-word is going to be used no matter whether they liked it or not. So they just went along with it, you know? And maybe they didn't care about it. Maybe they didn't care about it, you know?
No, they didn't care about that. The question is, was those Black Americans, or these were people from other cultures that didn't have a problem with it? You understand? Because you have certain people that's not allowing that. Listen, I'm not going to do that. I'm not saying that. And, you know, I'm not, you know. So.
Yeah.
Well, but we didn't invent the word. I'm saying we the one that made it possible for them to use it. Like, we use the word so much that everybody feels comfortable around it. You know, I see some Puerto Rican dudes dropping it around me, you know, recently, you know. What am I supposed to do? Go fight them? You know, they wasn't saying it to me. They're just using it in casual, everyday talk, you know. So, like, it's just the way it is.
I don't like it. I don't think nobody should say the word.
Yeah.
You
All right.
know, and something that Miss Emma said, they use token blacks to get away with their dirty work. And she's right. Emma's right. And they got away with that. You know, again, I don't co-sign that. I'm against the N-word. I don't think nobody from no country, other countries, any place should say the N-word. Because they behinds was not hanging on a tree and being called that when they was killing us.
Yeah. All right. Here's a video to back up Kevin's point.
African-American rappers saying N-word this and N-word that, but a Caucasian can't.
So say it. Say what? Say the word you want to say.
I'm not saying that I want to say it. I'm just saying that I can't.
Sure you can. Say it. Say it right now. I will say it with you.
Okay, this is hypocritical. You know we can't.
Sure you can. This is America. Both of you. Say it.
All right, I think we can move on.
Why? Why move on when you want to say it? Both of you want to say it. Huh?
You saw them ladies, them white women was like, oh my God.
That was one of my favorite things, man. That boy, I just say it.
She's like, you want to say it? You want to say it? Say it.
Hey, we got some breaking news. Just I wanted to bring up. I don't know if it came over your news feed, but there was a mass shooting just recently happened today, earlier, like right before we went on the air in Stockton, California, at a birthday party. A mass shooting at a birthday party. 4 people are dead. A kid's birthday party.
Oh no.
Yeah, 4 people are dead. Another mass shooting in America. Another day in America. A mass shooting at a kid's birthday party. 4 people are dead, and I think 11 others are shot. Like,
And what's so sad, you want to be like, what color were they?
yeah.
Come on, just keep it real.
I believe they're white, because somebody had posted that.
Keep it real. The first thing you said, God damn it, we just pray it's not a black person. Jesus, don't let it be a black person.
Yeah, I believe they're white. I mean, I saw somebody say that another white on white crime popped up on my news feed here. So, yeah, it's a mass shooting at a kid's birthday party at an ice cream shop in Stockton, California. And yeah, I believe people.
Wait a minute, Stockton.
Yeah.
Do you know Jason Lee? I don't know if y'all know Jason Lee, but Jason Lee is an entertainer. He also has podcasts and he does a lot of gossip entertainment. He's actually one of the assistant mayors or a councilman of Stockton. So it's so bugged that you just mentioned that, and he should be on the scene right now doing interviews or something. But that's so bugged out. And they said they haven't had this much drama since that man has came in. Okay?
All right. Here's so now we're gonna this is Ted Lange. I don't know. Is that how you pronounce his name? Lange or Lange? From Love Boat. He was talking about what it was like being Isaac, the bartender on Love
Black
Boat.
bartender. Okay.
Was easy.
You remain very close with Gavin.
Oh, yeah. I have to be careful because I start crying when I talk about him.
You were that close.
He was the greatest guy ever.
Did you consider him a mentor?
Yes, and he didn't have to look out for me. He didn't have to do that. But he knew some of the crap I was going through just as a performer, as a black performer. You know, he had my back. You know, we had producers. And same thing with Bernie and Fred. They had my back. We had a producer that didn't want to write for me. He didn't want to write love stories for a black character. And Fred and Bernie noticed it. And I'm going to the guy saying, hey, what about, and the guy's going, no. And what makes me mad is he was Canadian. He wasn't even American. Okay? So Fred and Bernie wrote a love story for me. Scatman Carruthers and Vernee Watson, they wrote a love story for me because this guy wouldn't do it, you know? And I also used to say to the guy, hey, look, you have all the white characters at the front of the show, and at the end of the show, my character's not there. He says, well, you're a bartender. What would you be doing there? I said, well, you know what? Bernie's a doctor. He should be in sick bay. And the captain should be on the bridge. What are they doing there? He says, well, we're not writing you in. He says, look, you're an equal star. You know, you just come in the middle of the show. And then someone would come to me in the show and say, I'm having a problem with my wife. And I would say, hey, have you tried scotch and gin or something? And the guy would go, and then he'd get back together with his wife at the end of the show. And they wouldn't let me come out and say, hey, I'm glad you took my advice. They would say, Doc would say, I talked to Isaac. He found out you got back with your wife, and he's happy it all worked out. Anything to keep me off of...
That sounds like take what you get and like it.
Yes.
Was their attitude.
It was totally that. It was totally that. Shut up and dribble. That's what it was. Shut up and dribble.
You know, that's my favorite thing. He'd be like, shut up and dribble. Just dribble, nigga, dribble.
Yeah, I mean, who would have thought, you know what I mean? But why not, though?
I was about to say, come on.
Yeah.
I think every Black person that's in the industry, acting, anything in dealing with entertainment, had some type of racist bullcrap happen to them.
Yes.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I mean, still, and like Carl said, even today, and you don't have to be famous. Even on our levels, Carl, we deal with it like all the time. Right? So you don't have to be super famous or anything. Even show business has always been racist, always will be racist. You know, Trisha and I watch these black and white movies all the time. You know, with Humphrey Bogart and all those guys, Mitchum and all those actors from that day. You know, and the only time you see a Black person in those movies, most of those movies, is their butler or waiter or even a house cleaner or something like that, a maid. You know, it's just crazy to watch these movies from that era, and you know, you see all this wealth from the white people. You know, they're driving these fancy cars and living in these big houses. The only Black person you see is the maid that comes in and hand them a coat or something. It's really hard to watch. You know,
It is really hard to watch because we know now what's going on. But look at with Fred Sanford and all of them. They didn't have no money when they died. Eddie Murphy had to bury them.
Well, that's because a lot of that had to do with. I mean, it wasn't that Fred Sanford was. I mean, Fred Sanford. Red Fox was paid well. I think a lot of these guys messed their money up, you know, Sammy Davis Jr. A lot of these guys, and Sammy's wasn't his fault. Sammy was doing well, but Sammy was still a working entertainer, you know. He had to work to maintain his lifestyle, right? So when he got sick, he got throat cancer, and they're like, look, if you don't get this thing cut out, you're going to lose your life. We can cut this tumor out of your throat, and you'll probably live another 10 years, right? But if we don't cut this thing out, you might not live. And he told his doctors, if you cut this thing out, I can't afford to take care of my family. I got to still sing. I still got to do concerts to make money. And if I can't sing, I'm nothing. So he didn't get it removed, you know. He made that decision not to have that thing removed so he can continue to perform, so he can pay for that mansion and pay for those cars and all the jewelry and all the lifestyle that him and his wife was accustomed to, I guess. And, you know, the sacrifice he had to make, you know, but he chose that. You know, so a lot of entertainers still out here performing. You know, we still see Gladys out here still singing.
All right.
You know, yeah, it's just so much singing going on. I mean, some of the entertainers still have to work into their 70s and 80s, you know.
And don't have insurance, Kev. That don't make no sense. But I bet you they white handlers have insurance on their asses.
All right.
Yeah, that's true.
Gonna jump to the African braiding shop that held a woman hostage.
Oh gosh, that.
We are strapped for time, but we're gonna get through this one.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get my hair done and I wanted to go home.
For Jessica Odom, it's not the hairstyle she'll remember. It's what happened after the appointment.
I done paid you exactly what you asked for. Let my hair go.
I don't care.
Let my hair go.
I don't care.
She says she walked into Mama Gifted Hands expecting a quick appointment and walked out shaken, confused. missing a piece of her hair, and holding a video she'd never dreamed she'd need to record.
I looked in the mirror, I loved my hair, and I went in my purse, I grabbed the $200 in cash, and I gave it to the braider. She started speaking in their language, which I don't know what ethnicity they are, but she went over to the owner, which they refer to as mama, and she gave her the money, and then she hopped up and she was like, no, this is $200.
Odom says everything started normally. A few texts, a clear plan, and a $200 agreed upon price.
Let my hair go.
We cannot leave you because
Man, I'm finna sue you, bro. I'm finna sue you.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot you too.
I said sue.
But once the stylist was finished, she says the tone shifted. Odom says suddenly the stylist demanded more money, and that's when everything changed.
She told me to just give her $30 and I could leave, or if not, go sit in the chair and we'll cut the hair out. I said, you're not cutting my hair out, and I'm not giving you anything extra. I paid you your $200. I'm leaving. She was like, no, you're not leaving. So she turns and she locks the door.
She says she spent nearly an hour struggling with 3 women, calling police as she tried to get out.
They record me. I know. I said, if you can say.
We went to the salon for their side of things. They declined to comment. Birmingham police say they're aware of the video and detectives are reviewing the case.
Charges will be pressed, and I am filing a lawsuit.
We all know about that braid lady in Alabama that held their sister hostage in that braid shop because she was trying to finesse $50 more. So we heard about that story, been talked about. I didn't get a chance to talk about it yet. And we also heard that 3 people got arrested for that. Cool, right? My thing is, I think they should get deported. I ain't gonna lie. I think they should do about 3 years in prison, then get deported back to their homeland. I think they shouldn't have no bond. Thank God they don't have a bond, but I don't think they should ever have a bond. I think they need to be locked up first. First and foremost, they need to go through the United States prison system, right? Because that's going to be the last bit of luxury that they going to have. Because keep in mind, black people, prison in America is better than being homeless in Africa. Let me say that again. Prison in America is better than being homeless in Africa. They're going to have 3 meals a day. They're going to have some commissary and everything. But that's going to be the last bit of luxury they're going to ever see. Because once they get done with their time, they get to go back to Africa and start pulling other people's hair. We don't act like that here in America. But they do. They do. They finesse, change prices, give you fake. I heard somebody put plastic braids in one of our sisters' hairs out here. Now, I don't know if this is true, there's such thing as plastic braids, but goddamn, boy, that's some cold shit.
Hey, TikTok, so I know you all saw that video of those African braiders holding that girl in their shop against her will, because she would not allow them to up the charge on her at the very end of her service. I don't understand why they thought that was going to work, because there was a clear timeline, date and stamp of the charges of how much they were going to charge her for her braids. However, they thought that they were going to be slick, hold her against her will. I am so glad that girl had the wherewithal to videotape that going down when she did, and then got the proper authorities involved, because now those bitches are looking at kidnapping charges. And I hope that they send their asses back to Africa. They tell us all the time that they do not respect us, and they showed us. So black women, keep y'all black asses out of them African shops. Let them fuck around and find out that our black dollars do matter. Leave them motherfuckers alone.
Carl, let me tell you something. When I saw that, I was bawling. Because the first thing why I was bawling is because I am a professional licensed hairstylist, okay? I don't know how these ladies got their license, if they got a braiding license or they got a business license or whatever, but we see they didn't have proper customer service. Second, you quoted a price on the texting. What she wanted, she never asked for human hair. She never asked for all of that stuff. She just asked for the boho braids, and that was it. She came there, got her style, paid them the $200, because you can see in the video, she told the lady, show the money that I paid you. They slipped that human hair in her head. That was the game. That was the scam. So when she got to the cash register, they can up the price. And the girl was like, no, I didn't ask for this. I didn't ask for the human hair. So what did they do? They commenced to grabbing her. If you look real good, the owner is grabbing her like this and then up under her where the other worker is hiding and is holding the other end of her hair. If people know when you get your braids done, them things is tight as hell. How you have somebody, you just got your hair braided and you pulling my hair, you yanking my hair, and then you holding me hostage? We're not in the third world country. We're not in Africa. You do not do that to people, okay? We have rules and regulations. You charge to a certain price, and that is it. But now you're about to lose everything for $50. So now I am happy that what that young man said. Give them 3 years time because you did try to kidnap her. You locked the doors and you attacked her. Okay? Give them time and then send their asses back to Africa. I'm sorry. You don't supposed to come here and start no trouble. You don't supposed to be attacking people that are citizens here. Okay? You don't supposed to do it. It is unacceptable. And I hope this is a message to all your African women. Do not come here to this country being disrespectful to the women that are helping you, that is putting money in your pocket.
Well, I mean, yeah, they should be punished, but I don't think they should be deported.
Well, you're going to say that because you from Barbados. I don't care. They should be deported. They should be deported because you don't supposed to be attacking nobody.
Well,
I think the crime, I don't think they should be deported. I mean, I think they should be punished. I think they should do some, they should even, if you're going to hit them with a kidnapping charge, then they should go to jail. I don't know if that goes to the length of deportation, but I mean, I think the best way to hurt these people is to hit them in the pocket, and that is don't do business with them until they learn to respect you. And that goes with, everybody, especially, foreigners who always disrespect us when they come to this country. We've done 1,000 shows on it, right? So we know that they come here and they disrespect us. Africans and people from other countries come here and they shit on African Americans. I don't know. We're just like the punching bag for the world.
We cannot go to their country and do this.
No, we cannot.
Cannot go to this country and do that.
We are the punching bag. Sorry, my phone dropped here. We are the punching bag for the world, man. Everybody punches on African Americans, man, and especially people that come to this country and they're brainwashed into doing it. They're taught to do it. They heard that they can do it and get away with it, and we just can't let them get away with it. So if these people continue to have a thriving business with Black women going in to get braids and getting their hair done, then that's on us. We hurt them by hitting them in the pocket. They probably not gonna get charged with kidnapping. They probably get slapped on the wrist or whatever. But you hurt them by not going there. This story made national news probably. So if this people continue to, if you go there next week and this place is packed with Black women in there getting braids, then we deserve to foot up our ass. Just like Black people walking through the malls yesterday, shopping on Black Friday this week, and going to Target and all these other places, then we deserve what we get,
And that same owner made a call and said she don't like none of us American and she don't care about us or our money. So why are you here? That's the point that I'm making. Why would you come here and start trouble when you coming from your country because you want a different life? That's just like the young lady that was the nurse that said she would tell all the Caribbean and the Africans not to service us in the medical field. Why did you come here for? You came here on asylum because you was being abused in your country, but you gonna come here and start chaos? No, it's not right. Because we could not go in their country and do that. We could not go in there and start pulling and yanking and beating up people. We will be ended up dead somewhere. Come on. No, I'm sorry. They ridiculous. That hurt my feelings.
Well, yeah, I understand your anger, Tiff, and your ferocity. But the Koreans come here and do it to Black people. The Middle Easterns come here.
They should go back too.
White people do it all day and night to Black people. I don't know if it hurts more because it's Black people that look like you doing the same thing to black people. Maybe that's why it hurts more, because you expect better from black people. But I don't think what they did rise to the occasion of put them in jail and deport them.
So you don't think them dragging her and pulling her hair, trying to get more money from her, is not it's okay?
No, I'm not saying it's okay. I'm saying like talking about deporting them and all of that. I don't think it levels up to all of that. Yeah, they should be punished. They should get fined. They should, you know what I mean? I mean, police shoot black people all day and nothing happens. Korean people, there was a Korean woman in California who shot a 14-year-old black girl.
Yes, she did. That was back in the 80s. Yeah, I remember that.
And what? And you know what I mean? So I understand what you're saying, but I think it hits differently when the people are black. So when black people from the Caribbean come here and disrespect black Americans or black Africans, I think it hits differently because we are black and you're black, and how dare we treat you like that because we're black? Because I don't hear this fire and smoke when Koreans do it, when the Middle Eastern people do it, when the white people do it. Yeah, there's some anger, but it seems to be a lot more fire when it's black people from the Caribbean or Africa. But I do understand, because we should know better.
I'll push back on that just a little bit, man, because I think we've gotten everybody. I think we come at everybody that disrespects us. I mean,
thank you. I was about to say nobody's
like
disrespecting us.
Louis Farrakhan. I mean, he made a living on going at the Koreans, you know, for opening up their liquor stores and their corner markets, selling junk and all that stuff on the corners of every hood in America, you know. So, I mean, we've always gone hard at the Koreans, man. Especially the Koreans. The Koreans got it harder than the Jamaicans and the blacks. I mean, and the Africans and all the other. Nobody has got more pushback from black people than Koreans, man. We've been in their ass from day one about, you know.
I just feel you should not come to this country to attack us. You understand? That's not right, period. I don't care what color you from. I don't care if you black, white, what's going. But you know why it bothered me a little bit more, Carl? Is because I'm a hairstylist for 25 years. Okay? I am a licensed professional hairstylist. So when I go into a salon, I don't want to feel like I'm going to be attacked or hurt. Or after you tried to jip me for $50 after I just paid you $200. That means you're scamming me.
What I'm saying, I'm not saying that people don't go, black Americans don't go hard at Koreans or go hard at the Middle Easterns who open the stores. I'm saying if you go to a store that's run by black people and you get ignored or you get bad service, it hits you different, because you would expect your people to be nicer to you. You expect your people to have more respect for you, and you don't get it. It hits you different. So I'm saying when black people that look like you know, do stuff like this, it makes you, you know, you're like, come on, you should know better. You black just like me. We both, you know, in this country dealing with the same shit. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that.
Yeah, but they don't know that, though. You know that. You know a lot of people from the islands, Africa. They don't even know the real history of black Americans. So, yeah, we're going to feel upset because you are a person that looks just like us, but they don't care. And as you see, the girl said, I'm going to sue you. The girl was like, I'm going to shoot you, too. Like, you was too negative. Like I said, we don't need people here like this. Yes, there are good African people out there, because I know good Africans. I know good West Indians. I know good Haitians. I know is a balance of them. But them rotten ones, we don't need them. We don't need them. We don't. You're not going to rob us, scam us, and we're supposed to say, okay, you can stay, baby. We love you, baby.
In that case, no. Everybody got to go then. All the Chinese got to go.
I said the bad ones.
Right, that's what I'm saying. All the bad Chinese, the bad Koreans, the bad, you know what I mean? Everybody got to go.
If they bad and they're not good for our society, and they're taking advantage of us, or they trying to hurt us, you damn right. I don't think they should be here trying to hurt us.
You know, let me, as Kevin say, push back on that a little. Yeah, there are some Africans that hate, or not hate, but don't have respect for black people. But there's nothing they can do. Those Africans that hate or don't have respect for black Americans, they're not hiring. They have no financial impact on the black community in America. So, I mean, yeah, it pisses me off that they do the things they do, but do they have an effect on the black community? Do they not give black people loans? Do they not hire black people? Do they not?
No, they don't. They don't do none of that.
Right. So they can't. They have no power. They're not in the position to do it. You know what I mean?
They have power within their community. We could have been stuck together and helped one another out, but they got this feel that they feel about Black Americans. It's just a very sad situation.
Yeah,
Period.
I'm agreeing with you, but I have to say, and I actually went on a podcast, not a podcast. Somebody was doing a live on TikTok, and they were talking about the very same thing about Africans and Caribbean people coming to the country. And I went on. I agree with them, as I always do. But I'm like, listen, you guys have a big white fire to put out before you start another fire going on. You know what I mean? I think I don't see any advantage to it. I do understand it's not right what they're doing, but we don't have any power within ourselves to create any impact on Black American society. We have none. We don't own anything. All it is a bunch of people who don't know the history of Black America and who treat them a certain way just because they're Black Americans. And it sucks. And they shouldn't do it. But do we have any impact? I mean, if all the Black people in the Caribbean or Africans left America, you guys probably wouldn't even notice, like, because we don't have any.
I wouldn't notice because I have a lot of good friends that's from the islands.
But I mean, like financially, we don't have an impact. Like they say, Black people can't be racist. Why Black people can't be racist? Because we don't control anything.
Right, we don't control everything.
Right.
Okay.
So I'm looking at it from the same way, like. I hate it when I see how Black Africans but I hate watching that. And when Black people come from the Caribbean and they do the same thing, they treat Black Americans like they're not, you know what I mean? That sucks. But it's just a bunch of hateful, misinformed, uneducated people. But do we have any power over Black America? No, we don't, but I do understand what you're saying because, how dare you come into my country and look down on me? How dare you? How dare you do that? Like what I get that.
And that's what's hurtful. That's what hurtful because like I said, and I get what you're saying. That's what hurts the most because again, y'all look just like us. Y'all just have different backgrounds, different cultures. Y'all was dropped off different places than we was dropped. So why is we going against one another? Why is we trying to hurt one another? You understand when we could be building together? It's very hurtful because my mother didn't raise me to hate or dislike anybody from any other cultures or any other background. But we running into this nastiness more than ever.
Yeah. I feel your anger and I hear you loud and clear. But like I said, do we have any power or any, and should they be deported because of that? I don't. Should they do jail time? If there's a law in that state that says, if you kidnap somebody, you hold them against the will, they should go to jail.
They should lose their business. They should not be able to do one hairstyle ever again in America because you violated all the laws and rules and regulations of cosmetology. You don't supposed to attack your client after she just paid you $200. Then you had your workers pulling on her hair.
Yes. Yeah. And I know while they were pulling her hair, they're in their mind, they're like, these fucking Black Americans, they think they can blah, blah, blah. And you know what I mean? These fucking Black Americans, that's what they were thinking. Right? That's what they were thinking. They see the Black American as a problem. These are the problem people, you know what I mean?
I wouldn't be. I'm sorry to cut you off. They wouldn't be surprised if that's why the men bringing all the people here so they can be against us. Because that's the main thing too. Because they know they're not going to interact with us. They're not going to be with us. They are already warned not to affiliate with us, especially the men. The men do not want their women to affiliate with us because they will find out that y'all being abused, boo.
Yeah. So. Emma Crawford says, we are playing right into YT hands. They want us to keep fighting. Yes, Bob Marley has a song, and in the song he goes, they don't want to see us unite. All they want us to do is keep on killing one another.
Yeah, I believe that too.
But, and I do, Tiffany, trust me, I do understand your feelings towards black Africans or black people from the Caribbean coming to America and kind of locking arms with the white people, but it's not all.
I know that. I know it's not all.
Is it enough to cause even one is too many, but I
a lot of them is getting their wake up call anyway. I just saw a video not too long ago. This lady married this white man in Africa. She been with him for 12 years. Now he's bringing his other mistress in and he's locking her out. You understand? And she's upset. She's climbing over walls trying to get to her. I've been here for 12 years. Then you have another woman telling them you need to watch yourself because they think if they marry white, it's going to be better. But half of these men are abusing them and killing them. You understand what I'm saying? White is not always better. Yeah, it could be some nice white men out there that love their wives. You understand what I'm saying? But not all. A lot of them have issues.
Yeah. Yeah, so I hear you, Tiff. It pisses me off, as well as you guys know that, when, because I can tell you, my family, and I know people have said that when they came to America, people told them that the Black Americans stay. I never heard that from my family when I came here,
and that's nice.
Nobody ever told me, but from my observation, and from white people used to talk to me like I'm white. It's just, right? They used to say,
you trans white?
They say, Carl, you're not like, those people, they don't like to work, they this and that. And at the time I was brand new to the country. So I'm taking all of this in.
You going all in.
But I'm observing, at the same time, I'm being observant of what's going on. But they used to talk to me like I'm not Black, Or they would say, this is Carl. They would just introduce me. This Carl. He in Black. He's from Barbados. Like what? Like what is?
Wait a minute. He said he's not Black. He's from Barbados. Isn't that something?
He's not Black, but that's the. I guess that's to put the other white people at ease. You know what I mean? He's not.
He's a West Indian. He's from here. He's a little calmer than those. We calm those niggas down. They know how to be calm.
Yeah.
But them Black Americans is a little rough.
Yes, that's exactly what it was. This is Carl. He's not Black. He's from Barbados. So I get it. And those African have that mindset. As you said, these rough Americans, they think they can come into our braiding shop and not pay me. I'll show you know what I mean?
She paid her. She paid her.
Yeah.
She paid her money. They slipped that human here in her head. She didn't ask for it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Pamela Jones in the house. What's up, Pam? We haven't seen you in a while. Pamela Jones gave an emoji of surprise. What was that? What's that emoji of surprise for her, Pam? I don't know. Maybe because I said white people used to talk to me like I'm white.
You're a comfortable Black.
Yeah. But I can proudly say I never fell for it. I was always curious as to what's different about me as opposed to a Black American. I always had that burning question inside of me. Why me? What's different? Because I knew some Black Americans that were way nicer than I was.
Right. So
why am I getting all this, love and and I'm better than, trying to make me feel like I'm better than, and so I hear you, Tiff. I hear you, and I get your anger, and but don't deport them. Not yet. Let them teach. Listen, maybe they learned something from this.
They better lucky they didn't have another chick come up there and whoop their ass. Yeah. Because a lot of people would have fought them or had their whole family come up there and tear their ass up for putting their hands on their family members.
Yes, and I know Black Americans love to whoop ass. That's because
at least
whooping ass. Here's
that's our specialty.
A brother in a high school, I guess this white kid called him the N-word or said the N-word. So he met him in the the boy's bathroom, and he told him to apologize for saying the N-word, and the white guy just wouldn't say it. So, as you guys say, the guy had to whoop ass. You know.
I told you I was gonna catch you, bro. Say sorry for saying nigga. Say sorry for saying nigga. I'm dead ass, bro. Say sorry for saying nigga, bro.
He for real smack bro. Even in front of his man. There's no way to let this shit slide.
What? Say sorry for saying nigga.
My nigga, what? My nigga, did he just apologize? That's not even it. Look at his own man. He was so frightened that he was ready to run. I'm telling you, some of these little niggas are sweet as pie and as soft as baby shit. Shout out to bro who was recording, because he stood on straight business. Them two boys really thought this shit was a game.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. So
I bet you he won't be saying the N-word again. My thing is, why y'all think it's okay and think somebody is not going to flip on you? You don't have the right to say it at all, especially y'all young white boys. Y'all need to stop.
Yeah. All right. So much for our 1 hour show. But it was a fun show, and
yes.
Yeah.
Fun. I want to thank everyone for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and please hit the notification bell so you get notified when we go live. Tiffany, before we go, anything you learned today on the show, or you want?
First of all, I didn't even say we are protected by fair use only. This is for educational purposes only. We do not own the rights to the music or the content. Please make sure you like and share and subscribe. What I learned today. Keep your hands to yourself. You know, like we talk about this all the time. You know, you see what happened to the young lady that got beat up by them children. You know, like keep your hands to yourself. Period. If you own a business, please handle yourself business like. We are in America. We cannot do the things that you think you can be able to do in other places. You understand? You cannot do it. You cannot do it. What else? That's about it for me. I'm just like that. Really, I told you when I saw that really just made me very upset. I was just very upset. I just don't like it, you know, because people, the salon and the barbershop is supposed to be like Switzerland, peace, you know, the middle ground. You understand? No drama, no none of that. You're supposed to feel comfortable. So for me to see that or see anybody come and do this to people, that really bothers me. I'm totally against it. But other than that, I hope that everybody enjoyed their Thanksgiving. I call it Family and Friends Day. I hope that you enjoyed your family, you made memories, and you know, give love, okay? Give love, be the best that you can be. And I want to send a shout out to my family, my mom, everybody. I love you. And to all our watchers, thank you. We appreciate you. Please make sure you press those like buttons because Carl is calling us and we getting in trouble because we're not in the algorithm properly because it's okay. So can y'all please make sure y'all like and subscribe, leave a comment, let us know what you feel and whatever topic you want us to be able to talk about.
Yeah.
Anything you want to share?
Yeah, man. Anyway. Yeah, I hope everybody enjoyed their Turkey Day with their families, and want to say rest in peace to the young lady, 20-year-old Sarah Beckstrom, who lost her life in Washington, D.C. She was a National Guardsman who was shot and killed. She passed away from her gunshot wounds. 20 years old, National Guard from West Virginia, who shouldn't have been in Washington, D.C., should have been home with her family, but this administration decides to bring National Guards to Washington, D.C. to pick up trash and stand around for photo ops because that's all they were doing. So that's that. So that's a very sad situation. And the other gentleman that was shot, Mr.
He's
Wolf.
in critical, right? He's
He's
in
in pretty,
critical
yeah,
condition.
he's still fighting for his life. He's Andrew Wolf. He's 24 years old from Martinsburg, West Virginia, which is right on the other side of Maryland, so not too far from DC. But yeah, West Virginia went heavily for this president. By the way, they voted very heavily for this administration. So I don't know who these two people voted for, but elections have consequences, man. Because neither one of these two people was supposed to be in DC. Just for this president's BS photo op crap, and now one is dead. She's lost her life. Another guy's fighting for his life, and even if he does survive, who knows with those injuries how he's gonna be. If he makes it through this. So yeah, it's a sad situation, man. So
That killer, he used to work. They said the killer used to work for CIA and all of that stuff. Like he's a
yeah,
part of the team. Yeah, I think he's from Afghanistan,
yeah,
but
but
he worked for this country.
yep, he works for this country. Also, we lost another R&B legend today, Antoine Tavares, lead singer for the group Tavares, who was one of the biggest 80s groups. They don't get the love they deserve. But Tavares had some great hits over the years, and he passed away today. He's the lead singer of the group Tavares. They had a bunch of hits back in the 80s. I always love my mama. What else they used to have? They had a couple of good hits, man.
Wait a minute, Tavares. How you spell that?
Tavares is spelled Tavares. Tavares. You'll know their songs if you hear them. They had a bunch of hits with Tavares. The lead singer passed away. He had a brother. His brother, they were twins. Or they looked just alike, but his brother passed away. But he was the main guy in the group. He was still living, but he died today. So Tavares had some great hits over the years. They were an amazing group, man. I love watching their old videos. And time I see a Tavares video pop up, I watch it. They were good singers and good dancers and had some big hits back in the day, man. So he passed away today. So let's send a shout out to his family, man. To Chubby Tavares, Antoine, yeah. And that's it, man. So every week, man, we're losing these groups from the 70s and 80s. We listen to their music, keeping their music so much, and then everybody's passing away right now, man. It's crazy, But yeah, so that's it for me, man.
Tiffany, Scooby D2 said he learned today that you might be working for ICE.
You know what, Scooby D2? I am not working from ICE. That's not my job. I just do not play with hair salons because I'm a professional hairstylist, and that was out of order. But no, I don't work for ICE. I'm against ICE. And I heard they giving out $50,000 bonuses. I'm about to put a mask on, play with me.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, that's how they're getting them. Well, you gotta be a proud boy for that job, Tiff. I don't know if you want to.
And I'm not a proud boy or a proud girl. I'm a black woman, okay?
Yeah, you gotta be racist for that job. You gotta be heartless to go and pull kids out of school and
I would
throw them
never
in
do that.
throw them in the bathroom.
I would never do that.
You gotta really hate the skin color, of that person to do that. So yeah.
We said we're gonna let me show people what ICE does. It's heartbreaking when we watch. Also, but before we R.I.P. to also Jimmy Cliff, who passed away.
Oh yeah, I meant to mention Jimmy Cliff. Yeah.
Blup, blup, blup. Yeah, Jimmy Cliff passed away.
Yeah, I was gonna mention that too. I'm sorry. Yeah, Jimmy Cliff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. All the legends, man. Jimmy Cliff.
Yeah. Nah, I'll show this ICE thing next week because it's trying to keep the show.
Yeah, and we want to go out. Don't be pissing us off, Carl. Yeah, we'll do it next week.
All right. So again, thanks everyone for watching. Like Tiffany says, please like and share and hit the notification bell. At least hit the notification bell so you get notified when we go live. And also, like the show. If you like the show, if you don't like the show, then what the hell. So we on Facebook. If you don't see us on Facebook, it's because we get reported a lot on Facebook. And it seems like Facebook has a very low tolerance for, they'll say you guys are suspended for 3 months because you violated community guidelines, and because of one word that somebody said, or what I mean. So Facebook.
It's funny they don't feel that way about the racist stuff that I see on Facebook every day. I see so much racist, racist
They
redneck
can do it,
stuff
but
on
we
Facebook.
can't do it.
Oh yeah, I see a bunch of racist ass comedians on Facebook saying all sorts of stuff. Racist people on Facebook saying the worst stuff, about anybody, that doesn't go with their thing, but they never get banned. I never hear none of them say, "Oh man, I got banned off of Facebook." So no.
Yeah. All right. So Kev, Mama Lee's watching today. Mama Lee, shout out to Mama Lee.
Hey mom, I think she's watching. Hey mom, no, they might. I don't know. She might be watching. She might want to get my brother from the airport. He just flew into Phoenix, so I don't know. But yeah, so she might not be watching. But I'll find out. She if she don't watch the show live, she does watch it on YouTube.
My mother like that too.
She'll play it back on YouTube and watch it. Yeah, but sometimes she's either at a church service or running an errand or something. So if she's not live, she'll definitely check the show out later tonight. Yeah. And they're on a different time schedule, 3-hour different time schedule out in Arizona where she lives. So
there, she's in the house. Catherine Tobias, I can see her right there.
Okay.
Family. Shout out to Mama Lee,
Mama Lee,
and Bridget, and Donna, and Scooby, and Pam.
Hey Nikki.
Brenda.
Shop Black. Make sure y'all shop Black.
Yes, Shop Black. Emma. Shout out to Emma. And everyone else watching, if you watch us on Instagram or Facebook. Emma did not think the skit with the N-word was funny.
She was like, not funny.
Yeah. That is
I don't think it's funny either.
No. But I mean, yeah, but basically that skit was saying that it's okay, that the white guy was okay with it as long as he was okay with it. That's what.
As long as he had his black interpreter there.
Right, exactly. Yeah, but he wanted to say it. He is saying he wanted to say it, but he can't. But he's gonna have somebody else say it. Right. I guess it's funny because it's funny to some people. But I'm sure if those two guys on Fox News, when Delroy was saying, "I know you guys want to say it," maybe if they could hire that black guy to say it for them,
Then he really gonna get up and slap the black guys for doing it.
All right, so we're out. Thanks again to everyone for watching. Kevin, I love you, brother. Tiffany,
love you, man.
I love you guys.
I know you do.
I have no choice. And Tiffany Carver, Tiffany's birthday was last, and Kevin and I did not get her a gift, and she's not happy with us.
Not at all.
I said I purchased her a car via Carvana. So tomorrow I want you to go stand outside and don't leave.
And I stand out there. That next stop is coming to find you. Okay? I'm gonna be at your door with the black up under my eye. And you're gonna be like, Tiffany, I'm not gonna see you on the show next week, okay?
Don't worry, we got you. We got you, Tiffany.
We got you, Jeff. Maybe we get back, take you out to one of them expensive
Thank you.
Carl, Carl's still paying for that fish. That was 2 years ago.
I got 3 more payments. I got payments, Kev.
Should get the fish with the head on it, man. Get the head off of it.
Oh gosh.
All right, everybody. We'll see you guys next Sunday, 7 p.m.
We'll be here. Peace, everybody.
Bye.
With the knowledge you gain, break away from the chains. We helping you grow the Black Therapy Show. You in a safe space, dealing with the black trauma. We unpacking and inspecting all our baggage and drama. Cause we gotta unite, no more killing each other. It's time to see a new future for my sisters and brothers. You know it, Kevin, Carl, and Tiffany. You'll have an epiphany. We'll give you everything you need to handle the enemy. We're giving you empathy, we're gonna challenge you mentally. The right conversation so you grow exponentially. We built your penitentiaries, we built all your schools. Gave us brainwash education, just making us fools. Hatred was what we got in exchange for love. No more manipulation from our God above. No, it's Carl, Kevin, and Tiffany. Now welcome to the Black Therapy Show.